Thanks for stopping by the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice.
Hey guys, listen, let's just go ahead and get into this because we know that Monique Samuels, she's back on the Real Housewives of Potomac, but she's back in a friend capacity. She's not holding a champagne flute. And we also know that she's had her stint working with Carlos King, who she says treated her worse than the white people. So I guess she's like, I'll give the white people another chance because the checks was looking better over there on Bravo. And I need it right about now, because she is no longer married to Chris Samuels. And listen, marriage, it's not hard, but life is. Things go on in life. Sometimes people go through things. And I really do believe that that man actually did love her. But I just believe she was over the relationship. And yes, none of us were in that marriage. None of us were in that household. None of us were in that relationship. But from what I could tell, just even going back, and yeah, he's definitely said some very disturbing things, but it takes a big man, and he definitely was a big man, to pretty much denounce their mother for their wife. And I commend any man that will do that, especially one that I really do believe his mom was seeing right through Monique. And a lot of times that's not true, because there are a lot of those boy moms, those male moms, who feel like their son is the prize and no woman will ever be good enough for their son. Okay? But I do believe that she was spot on when it came to Monique. Because listen, Monique, she is no longer married to Chris. She filed for divorce. And on the not mid-season, but on this new season trailer, they're saying that Stacey Roosh, who is a new housewife, she was introduced on last season, she was seen out and about bopping around town with Chris Samuels. Now, was it really like that? We don't know, because we know how they like to play things up. But if she was, where's the issue? Because Stacey, she was never a friend to Monique Samuels, as far as I know. You let me know in the comments if that's something that we just didn't know about. But two, Monique got rid of him. She didn't want him. It's not like Stacey and Monique were besties and she decided to give Chris a try because Monique threw him out in garbage. But not only that, it's come to the attention of a lot of people that the cast photo was photoshopped, because the image that they're showing of Monique, it is the same image and actually the same dress that she wore in the cast photo from 5 seasons ago. They just changed the color. Okay. So fans were calling it out, and she's just so, some would say unbothered, but a lot of people feel like she's just so high and mighty that she posted it on her story. And she said, they asked and I declined. I didn't have time for all that. As if, really? You got the opportunity to come back on the show that you pretty much downplayed while you were married to Chris Samuels, to say, oh, that little check, whatever. And so they got rid of her after she said that little check, and she bashed Candace's head into the table at the winery. But I digress. The opportunity that she has to come back after doing what she did, I feel is something that she should be grateful for. And one of the things that I really can't stand are people that are ungrateful and high and mighty. But speaking of ungrateful, This is something that I haven't heard anyone talk about. And other people may have talked about it. I just didn't hear them talk about it. But it's definitely something that I caught wind of. And I was like, you know something? Something ain't right about this chick. And I just was not down for it. Now, I'm going to play some audio. I'm not going to play the video, but I'm going to play some audio of season 3 when they went on a cash trip. Before they went on the cash trip, Monique was involved in an automobile accident. And I feel, this is my personal opinion, there's no proof of it, but I felt then, and I still feel to this day, that she was driving under the influence and she crashed. She claimed she fell asleep behind the wheel. Same freaking thing. Because if she stayed at the scene of the accident, I was about to say stay at the scene of the crime, but if she stayed at the scene of the accident and the police showed up and she blew or took a field sobriety test, I really truly believe that she would have been arrested for a DUI. But her husband came and took her from the scene of the accident, brought her home, had the vehicle towed. And because he's got the money and the influence and all of that stuff, he was able to work that out for her. If she was just a nobody, then she would have been in jail. And we already know that Karen, she was arrested for a DUI, for some DUIs multiple times, and she's actually about to be released for the time that she served. I believe she's getting out the day after Labor Day. But at any rate, I just wanted to play this audio because I really wanted to bring this back to people's attention, because the thing that bothers me about Monique Samuels, it wasn't just her crashing out on Candace, which I still don't believe was warranted or deserved. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, well, Candace was asking for it. She wasn't asking for it. Was she running her mouth, yippity yapping and all that stuff and saying, drag me, Monique? Yeah, she said those things and whatever, but her aggression towards Candace, it was misplaced. She had a lot of inner demons that she was dealing with. And also, she did to Candace what she wanted to do to Giselle. But anyway, now she's back on the show, and she and Giselle are going to be chit-chatting and getting buddy-buddy and whatever, because for the sake of the check, she has to do it. And this is the type of stuff, even though I watch some of these reality shows, I really can't stand it because it's so freaking fake. But we're just going to go ahead and get into this, and then I'll continue with my commentary.
All right, what's the best way to do it?
Go all the way to your butt, sitting on it, all right, and just lay all the way back and relax. All right? I'm going to roll you slow.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It popped something like really big right in the center of my back.
Because you need to, your back's locked up. Lay back and do it again.
Oh, shoot. After Candace and Ashley and I went shopping, Candace had to leave, so me and Ashley decided to get some lunch, have a few drinks. I was tired, so I headed home. Oh my God, that felt so good. All of a sudden, I took a long blink, and I literally crashed. Went off the side of the road, hit a smaller tree, which woke me up as I was about to go into a bigger tree. It's not pulling as much. I'm so grateful to be able to walk away. I would much rather have to spend money on fixing a car than my husband spend money on my funeral. I can't put my neck any lower than this. Look.
Well, I think you need to cancel this trip and just stay here and let me take care of you.
We gotta get the neck straight, because that's gonna be bad news for you.
I'm going up there drinking too much.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do that.
Today's the day for pneumocolon, and I'm glad Monique's okay, because the damage done to Monique's car, it looked like it could have been pretty severe. How are you?
I'm good.
Girl, I was really worried when you texted me about the accident.
Oh my God, I feel good now, but it was
Can
scary.
I see how bad was the damage? Wow, girl, I'm just glad you're okay.
But look how I cracked the front bumper.
Oh, God. Is it expensive to fix? Like,
That's
how
going to be expensive.
That's gonna be probably easy 10.
No way.
Yeah, that's gonna be easy 10.
Well, at least your life is much more important than
Exactly.
that, girl. Oh my
You know
God. I
what?
was like, Monique, that's so
The thing I could think of was, what if I would have hit that tree as well?
Yeah.
That would have been a total, and I could have been done. This accident is definitely a wake-up call for me. I'm doing a lot of social events. I'm doing a lot of charitable work. I'm starting my business, Not for Lazy Moms. I'm looking for a nanny, somebody to help me with the kids. I go to bed really late. I wake up very early. I don't get much sleep. All right, baby.
All right, baby.
Love you.
On to the ropes course we go.
gosh, okay. This is, no, it's like tired.
I know, the night's still young.
Right.
But I need to find out if everything is okay with Monique. I mean, she drank the bottle of wine on the bus.
I drink all of this?
Yes. And then falling asleep in the middle of the day and crashing in the car?
We had lunch that day, and she had a few martinis. I'd say like 4 martinis. 4? Yes, about 4 martinis.
In the middle of the day. The difference between 2 drinks and 4 drinks is a lot. I'm a little concerned for Monique. Is there something bigger going on? I really hope not. I mean, do you think she has a problem?
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Monique, I want to make sure you're okay because Ashley did share that you had like 4 martinis before your car crash.
I had 2 martinis.
2? Oh, you said 4.
No, I had 2.
Did I say 4? She had a few martinis. I'd say like 4 martinis.
4?
She had at least 3 because I had at least 3. The bartender became our friend and he gave us a round. So I know that we had at least 3 drinks.
Did you feel like she was drunk? When we left out,
I was a little drunk.
right, and I was sipping on a Moscow Mule, and I said I didn't like it, and I said bring me a martini. He brought me one. We sat at the bar and we had another martini. I was good before I left. I normally can go 5 martinis before I start throwing up.
That's cool, but you shouldn't be driving like that.
I was not drunk.
Just because you think that you're okay. If a cop came in, you blew.
I think I would have been fine because as I'm driving, I felt myself getting sleepy. There's a difference between feeling sleepy and feeling tipsy.
I'm not buying that you so busy that you decided to take an afternoon siesta in a ditch. I don't believe you, Monique. I want you to know something. There is a 0 tolerance in Maryland. You're gonna blow, and you're gonna blow your future. So,
Yeah.
okay. That's it. I made my mistake drinking and driving. I have a DUI, and I share my story openly because I don't want to see my friends go through that. If you're gonna drink while you're out, my advice, just get a driver. Just don't make him too cute.
I have 2 young kids. I take that very seriously.
I was actually really concerned because is there something else going on? Like are
There's
you under
a lot
of
going
stress?
on. That I have 2 young kids. I've been trying to find a nanny. My husband's in camp, so he's gone pretty much all day. Then I'm working on a website. I'm also working with Adoptions Together. Yes, I have a darn lot on my plate.
Sounds like she's
And I didn't even know that I was that exhausted. To be clear, I was not drunk the day I got into an accident. I was tired. I would never drive intoxicated. I'm being transparent, and what do? You take that information and run with it to try to tear my name down. I don't appreciate it, and it's very hurtful. I legit fell asleep. Like, I needed to get some rest. I have a lot that I'm managing, and I'm like,
You all right? But they also came at me with the blue bus thing.
All right, guys. So you heard all of that. Now, do you remember that? Now, that was many seasons ago. That was season 3. And she was drinking a lot. She tried to deny the fact that she was under the influence, saying, well, no, I would never drive. I would never drive that way. I fell asleep behind the wheel. Alcohol is a depressant. It makes you sleepy. Many people have driven under the influence, fell asleep behind the wheel, and crashed. That's actually what happens more often in DUI situations than it's just the person awake and vibrant and they're just so drunk that their vision is blurred and they feel like they're okay. More often than not, it's them falling asleep behind the wheel, but they're drunk. So for her to say, I would never do that. But the fact that Chris came, got her from the scene, brought her home, was trying to help her with her back, acting like a chiropractor and all this other stuff. And like, he really was a good husband to her. Honestly, she didn't deserve somebody that good. That's my personal opinion. I don't care what anybody says. So if Stacey wants to date him, if that's actually what's happening, and it probably isn't, but who knows? Why should she care? She didn't want him. She will always have him in her life as the father to her children, that I don't believe she even really wanted to have all those kids, because yeah, he was the one that was like, yeah, we can have more, when she was like, I think we're good on kids for now. Because honestly, I don't believe she wanted to have all of those kids. I'm not saying she doesn't want her children. She has them now. But I believe, like a lot of these women who get with these guys, they know that it's something that they have to do to really solidify and secure their lives and their livelihood, period. Look at the chick that it was just put out there, Travis Hunter and whatever her name is, I can't remember, but I'll show clips of it. But she was pregnant probably when they got married. They didn't let anyone know that they were expecting a baby. She already had a child. Recently, they just released that they had a baby. And hey, congratulations to them. But a lot of people feel like she never really liked that guy. It's about securing the bag. And yeah, she already secured the bag, because I believe that chick, she didn't have a prenup. Monique, her prenup was for 10 years. So once that 10 years hit, she was like, cha-ching, I'm out of here. And I believe from what some people said, it didn't really work out for her the way that she was hoping. But either way, she has a much better life than she would have been able to have doing what she was doing on her own. Wasn't she a rapper or something like that? But anyway, guys, I want to know what you think in the comments. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.